Was Luka Doncic's dominance Nico Harrison's demise? Let's talk about that.
Just what Reggie Miller said. Go for the win. But it ain't over. Come on. Oh, no, it's right-handed. He did turn around. Nonetheless, he's only played 54 games the last couple of years. Injuries. He's moved from team to team. Memphis to Washington. Doncic free.
Operate in the mid-range. Right here, he does not back away from contact. He seeks.
Finds his way to Smart. Second alley-oop.
What's going on, you ball lovers? It's Brody with Couch Potato. What's going on, you ball lovers? It's Brody with Couch Potato Hoops, bringing you another video. Today we're going to be talking about the dominance of Luka Doncic in the beginning of this season and the downfall of the Dallas Mavericks and how that led to the Nico Harrison firing. With that said, let's get into the video. As we know, on February 2nd of 2025, Nico Harrison traded Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers for Max Christie and Anthony Davis. Now, at the time, this trade was looked at as one of the most lopsided trades in NBA history. But there were still people trying to look at this, as a situation for both teams to be shaken up, but still potentially come out on top. Now, the path for the Los Angeles Lakers was clear. Acquire Luka Doncic and build around him as soon as possible. Get this man a lob threat. Get this man a play finishers, which the Lakers already had a fair bit of them. And then just see if him, Bron, and Reeves can mesh as an electric playmaking duo. And that seemed to be what happened initially. We did see some moments where Luka played a lot of off ball. We got to see LeBron as a cutter, and we really got to see JJ Redick experiment with the guys early on. Now, obviously, that led to them kind of flaming out in the playoffs, but ultimately, that's better than what happened with the Mavericks. When the Mavericks had a lot harder time figuring out the Anthony Davis situation and how this team really fit together. Now, over the offseason, obviously, the Mavericks were blessed with the number 1 overall pick, which was consensus number 1 pick out of Duke, Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg was heralded as a do-it-all point forward who would be able to score at the highest level, had good athleticism, length, and could be the defensive superstar the Mavericks seemed to long for. Now, flash forward to where we're at. We're, a little over 10 games into the season. I think we're 14-ish games in the season for most teams. And the Mavericks are 4-10, boasting a fine defense, but literally the worst offense that we've seen since the Charlotte Bobcats that were the worst team of all time. Now, after both of these teams had lackluster performances in the playoffs, we got to go into this offseason with Luka having the biggest chip in the world on his shoulder and the Mavericks having a lot to answer for so that we could see their vision for this team moving forward. Luka Doncic responded to that chip by coming into the season in the best shape he's been and giving us some of the greatest offensive performances that we have seen to date. He's had multiple 40-point near triple-doubles and currently is averaging 35 points, 10-plus rebounds, and nearly 10 assists, absolutely demolishing every team he comes in contact with. Now, on the flip side, the star that the Dallas Mavericks traded for came out of the offseason in the worst shape he's been in, having never really been a guy that comes in overweight. But the first time he's in Dallas, that's exactly what happens, and he began having to play the weight off. And because of this, the Dallas Mavericks have started 4-10, having an unbelievably slow and abysmal start. And not only that, their rookie Cooper Flagg, their number 1 overall pick, is still continuing to have struggles in each and every game. Now, obviously, there is a path for this team moving forward. I personally think it's going to involve trading as many players as they can to try to acquire as many assets as they can and going into a full rebuild mode. Because I do think there's a world where Cooper Flagg will be great and the Mavericks will be fine. But I really feel like they either need to act now or find a way to improve what their assets are looking like so that they can get capital in the future. Because the only way out of this is a total overhaul. And that's exactly what the Dallas Mavericks were thinking. They said, after all of this abysmal start, wow, the fans are calling for Nico's head. And honestly, at this point, we are too. Nico Harrison, I believe, is the first domino in all of this. I think that Nico Harrison is just the scapegoat for potentially the rest of the season. But honestly, this offseason, I could see a lot of moves coming from this team. I could see a lot of trade packages for Anthony Davis being set out. It really depends on how he finishes this season, because at this point, I don't think it would be a great idea to move on from him, because I think you get one good half a season from him and his value skyrockets. At the same time, you have Kyrie Irving, who's a big question mark given that he's going to be out on an injury for pretty much the entire year. So who knows what you could get for him. If he comes back healthy and looking good, I think that people will have offers. One of those teams I think could be the Magic, but we can go into trade ideas in a different video. Cooper Flagg, I think, has all the potential in the world. I personally believe he has a Jimmy Butler-esque ceiling. A guy that's a really good slasher, has an okay post game, can play make, defend every position. I think that there's a path for Cooper to be great. He just needs more playmakers, more facilitation around him so that he can develop while maintaining his elite play finishing. Now, that's enough about the Mavericks because Luka Doncic continues to dominate the league, and honestly, I am here for it. I am so excited for Luka Doncic to be on his revenge tour. Like, honestly, this season, I don't even think it's about a championship for the Lakers. I really just want to see Luka Doncic go out there, dominate teams, average 37 a game, and friggin' win the MVP because it is Luka's year to do it. It is Luka's year. He has the storyline. He also has a couple months before LeBron comes back that he can really showcase I'm the man on this team. And then when LeBron comes back, as long as Luka maintains this dominance, which I think he will. LeBron has become such a play finisher while he's there. I think that Luka Doncic will go and have this MVP season. He has the story. Currently, they have the seeding. I think if he can get bumped up to the 3rd seed and maintain a top 3 seed, he could end up being a lock. Obviously, Jokic looks dominant. Obviously, SGA is averaging a lot of points. Giannis has everybody's hearts right now. But man, Luka Doncic has the story. He has the players around him. And he has the biggest chip on his shoulder than anybody in the NBA. Now, ultimately, I think it's just insane that we see Luka Doncic having his best offensive season that we've ever seen him have, and then the Mavs having literally the worst offense we've potentially ever seen. It's just there's no better illustration for the importance of Luka Doncic than that. Alright, so with that said, I had so much fun talking hoops with y'all, and I would love to continue having that conversation down in the comments below. If y'all love basketball and want to learn more about it along with me, just go down below, drop a like, subscribe, do all the things. We're a community on this channel that are just looking to enjoy basketball conversation together. So let's do it. Let's do this thing together. Anyways, I love y'all so much. Thanks for watching, you ball lovers. You heard me. See you in the next one.